Hey everyone. It's been a while since I've posted, I realize, and I want to kind of talk to you about that. And this is kind of just going to be an unedited, unfiltered video, hopefully, if I don't start rambling too much. But I just kind of wanted to hop on here and, excuse me, don't worry, I don't have the virus. I'm just dealing with allergies right now. But I have been working a lot. That's kind of the first reason I've been kind of not on social media too much. I've been working and really tired, and that's my full-time job, and I'm going to give that all of my attention. So that's one of the reasons I haven't been posting on here. I've been posting more on TikTok recently, but I took like a pretty big hiatus for a few weeks, almost a month. Yeah, it has been almost a month. And it started at Memorial Day weekend. I decided to take off that weekend just so I could spend time with my family and resting. And then, and also in the midst of everything going on, there was the unfortunate murder of George Floyd, and basically things piling up, the Black Lives Matter movement, the protest, and it just didn't feel right for me to post my regular programming on here with the book club. It just didn't feel right for me to hop on here and pretend like nothing's going on in the world. So I wanted to leave room for Black voices during this time where we should be amplifying them. So that was one reason that I decided to not post anything. And that's mainly the reason. And then I just kind of, I don't know, it just never felt like the right time to post because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and that situation is getting pretty heated, where lots of cities are now mandating masks and people are freaking out about that, not taking this seriously. And I don't know, I just haven't really been feeling up to posting now lately, just because the world just kind of feels like it's falling apart. And it's been almost a year since I've moved back home, and I left a career path that honestly left me feeling really bad mentally. My mental health was at a very low point around this time last year. And, finally have my mental health is good now. And I feel like I'm finally back to a good place. I feel like me again. And it's weird, like the moment that things finally start feeling normal again for me is when, the world kind of starts crumbling around us, which, I mean, obviously it's not all about me. This whole world doesn't revolve around me, but I think some of you can probably relate to feeling like 2020 was supposed to be a year that was transformative, a new decade, a new start, and this is how we are starting this new decade. And there's a lot of grief, a lot of frustration, and I just didn't think that it would be right to post on here if my heart wasn't into it. Excuse me, this chair keeps sinking because it's old. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically where I've been. I've been working, been leaving space for Black voices during this monumental time in modern history. Like, this will be in history books. And I talked about it on my TikTok and on Instagram, but I want to make it clear here that I stand with the Black Lives Matter movement, and all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. So in case you're wondering where I stood on that, that's where I stand. Also, the other elephant in the room with this being a Harry Potter channel is J.K. Rowling, aka She Who Must Not Be Named right now. So if you aren't aware, which I'm sure you would be, J.K. Rowling recently, this month, during Pride Month, released a essay that she wrote, basically denying the existence of trans women. And she's always made it very clear in her Twitter rants and such where she stands on not viewing trans women as real women and excluding trans women from her feminism. People call her a TERF, which is, if you don't know, trans exclusionary radical feminist. And with this essay being published, and just a complete slap in the face to the trans community, it didn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, to go about my programming on here without talking about my feelings on J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling was my hero growing up. She created this world. I thought her story was inspiring, dealing with poverty and being a single mom, and these books really changing her life as they have ours. And I always admired what she did with her charity Lumos, however you want to pronounce it. Raising money for children in poverty, and I thought that was great, and I really respected her. And now, I don't want to discredit all the good she's done, but she's also done a lot of damage, because, I am a cis, straight, white woman, so I can't really imagine or understand how it would feel for your childhood hero to suddenly exclude your existence, to basically crap all over who you are as a person. Like, it just breaks my heart to think about the trans men and women, the old and young, who found a home in Hogwarts, and in the story of acceptance and love conquering evil, the people that found themselves in these books, and suddenly the author, and probably their hero too, just doing what she did. And I think J.K. Rowling needs to understand how big her platform is, and that what she does affects people in more ways than she would imagine. And I want to be clear on this channel that we believe that trans men and women are men and women and are valid. And I believe that the Potterhead community is separate from J.K. Rowling. I'm proud of the Potterhead community, from what I've seen, just effectively kind of abandoning J.K. Rowling. And I don't want to say it like that. Like, I'm not someone that relishes in the downfall of others. I think there's always room for growth, and I pray and hope that J.K. Rowling does grow from this and will, I don't know if she can undo the damage, but try and at least make repairs to the damage that she's done. And I do believe that everybody has a chance for redemption. So that might be an unpopular opinion, especially with the YouTube world crumbling, but I believe that there's room for redemption if there is evidence of a effort to change. So I feel like I am starting to ramble a little bit. I just wanted to make it clear that in the Living Lumos fandom, that sounds like I'm thinking too highly of myself. In the Living Lumos community, here, this little community that I built, I want to be clear that if you're Black, if you're trans, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life you are, no matter your gender or lack of gender, your color, your skin, your age, anything, no matter who you are welcome here. And you are loved here. And obviously, I'm still someone who is educating myself and learning. I'm 26 years old. Obviously, I'm an adult, but I'm still open to learning, and I'm always open to saying when I'm wrong. And I have been wrong in the past about inclusivity and stuff like that, but I have actively changed the person I used to be when I was a teenager. And I don't know, it feels good to just kind of talk to y'all, just kind of like a raw discussion, not edited, and be able to express to you how much I want this to be a place of positivity and inclusivity. So, to the Potterhead community, I am thankful to you for being my inspiration in this time. Tessa Netting really put out a really good video about her feelings about J.K. Rowling. I'm going to link that down below, because I think that it really put into words that it's more eloquently put than I could put it. So I'm going to put it down below. And I know Vagard put one out as well, and I'll put that down below. And I think that if you are someone who was hurt by J.K. Rowling's words and her actions now or even in the past, I can't apologize on her behalf, but on from my platform in the Potterhead community, though it be a small platform, I'm really sorry that you feel that your place in Hogwarts was disrupted. But as Daniel Radcliffe put it, if you've got something from this, if you found a home in Hogwarts, I'm paraphrasing here, but I love how he put it, that still is valid for you. You still have that. And don't let someone whose heart is hardened destroy this place that you've built for yourself where you feel valid. So that's all I wanted to put out there, and why I haven't been posting on here. Excuse the notification sound. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you if you made it this far and listened to my thoughts, and I'm always open for healthy discussion in the comments, but if there's anything negative, I will delete it, because this space is not a place of negativity. It's not, people are allowed to have their opinions, but I don't want certain opinions to damage other people. That's what I'm saying. So if you feel compelled to comment, please keep it kind, and hopefully we'll return. I do want to finish the book clubs, at least the Sorcerer's Stone book club. Probably take a break from that for a while. And I will still be posting Potterhead content on here, because I still believe in the story of Harry Potter, the story of inclusivity and acceptance and love conquering evil, and love being greater than any discriminatory behavior at all. That may not have made sense. Sorry. But I will still be posting Harry Potter content on here, because Harry Potter, especially in this last year, has saved me on multiple times, but especially this year. Just the Potterhead community has helped made me feel whole again. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching and for bringing Lumos to my life. And let's continue to live Lumos every day. Which, by the way, Living Lumos, the name, I named my channel this because obviously, especially now, our world is full of so much darkness, and if I can just be a light in the darkness and encourage other people to be light in the darkness, that's what Living Lumos means, that we are the light in the darkness, and we bring more light to the world than dark. So let's continue to live Lumos every day. Bye.